It's Week 8 of the NFL, and we've got the rocket-armed Will Levis. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Desperados and the Oilers coming up next.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Houston Oilers taking on the Desperados of Chicago. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target, but it'll be second down. But you look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now Stroud. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Oilers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading him out, a motivated rookie out of Kentucky. Fell to the early portion of the second round of the draft. It's Will Levis.
He threw for nearly 350 yards, His team won, and one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws, maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Levis's throw taken in by Hopkinson here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 16-yard line.
Levis sets up to throw here. Hyatt there to grab it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got it.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. When you look at this defense, well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat. I think they're going to zero in on taking away his top target. Double, triple him if they have to. Make the other guys rise up and try and beat them. They'll feel a whole lot better if those guys win in the routes instead of their number 1 guy.
Again, it's Harris on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down, Oilers.
Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. A yard all they need, but it's third down. Stroud. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Again, it's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal, Houston.
Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Harris running straight ahead and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal, Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So you're a boxing guy. How do you score that on your boxing card? A very long drive, but 3 points.
And I really want to do my boxing analyst voice right here, but I'm going to keep it normal for us, right? I call it a draw. That type of a drive has to feel good, right? You take it all the way downfield, you control the ball, control the clock. But they only got 3 points out of it. So defensively, it could have been worse, right? So I give it a draw.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Levis to throw it. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How do you get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Levis back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Levis on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash. This from 33. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Stroud now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a 39-yard punt and give him 9 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Back to throw, it's Levis. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Complete to Nick Chubb. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Levis. They set up the screen to Chubb. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Levis from the gun. pressure comes, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. But Houston's offense taking over again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And Stroud now to throw. This to Graham on the short pass. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
33-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Fielded at the 20. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got his man, it's Williams. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
A 40-yard punt, no return. Houston's offense taking over again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Collins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Got an open man. It's Pickens. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Here's Stroud. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here goes Stroud again. Eluding the pressure right. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On second down, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Oilers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. 2nd and 10. Here's Levis. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Kyle Pitts returns to the field along with the rest of this offense for the upcoming series.
That's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Stroud to throw it as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's third down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, and that one tied at 7 as they've gone to halftime.
Message received
From there, we
here.
head
No
down
need
to
to wait.
sunny
We're going to skip
Miami.
halftime and
Check
get
on
right
the
back to
Dolphins
the action.
at
Here
home
comes
at
the
Hard
third
Rock
quarter.
Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Levis out of the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Levis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the gun on third down, here's Stroud. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Stroud now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The throwing again is Stroud. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap to Stroud. And his pass incomplete.
He'll definitely say that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Levis to throw once more. He's got his tight end. That's Bellinger. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First time they looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Will go down as a gain of 6, and now it's 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 4.
Levis from the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And that is no good. And the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At their 48-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He's got this to Pickens. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Buying time to it, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Stroud taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Oilers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time. Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So what do you do if you've got a defense at cover 3 and trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a 1st down.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Levis now on 2nd down. Going out wide, finds Chubb. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And Levis going back to the air. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Stroud. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Stroud. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
This is Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they send a running back in motion right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Stroud to throw it. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. George Pickens, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Oilers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. And able to get this out to the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Complete to Jameson Williams. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Levis back to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now Levis. Got his man. It's Williams. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. This is 2nd and 8.
At the 49-yard line.
Levis to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Levis on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run. Here's Harris. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Harris. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Levis looking to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Meanwhile, Levis's throw going into the hands of Williams. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. They'll throw it again with Levis. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. 2nd down, here's Levis. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Houston, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.